Hey everybody, welcome back to another Love It or Skip It review from the Spinner Rack. Today we're going to be talking about the Mortal Thor, just recently dropped. And hey, is this something that we want to check out? Is it something we don't want to check out? So hey, let's delve into it and see what we all think about it. So right off the bat, just want to tell you this is from Ewing. He's been continuing his run of Thor. I mean, he did the Immortal Thor, which this is a direct follow-through story on. The artist here is Pasqual Ferry, and the cover artist is Alex Ross. So that's why the visuals, when you see it, you're like, hey, the main artist, like, wow, it looks like Alex Ross. It sure is. So what is this story about? So this basically takes place right after the end of Immortal Thor, and Thor dies in that story, right? He's basically killed by Loki. The Rainbow Bridge is destroyed, and his memory is he's brought back into Earth, and his memory is totally erased, right? He does have a hammer. He's unemployed. He doesn't remember what he's doing. He has an apartment that he doesn't know how he got. He doesn't know how long he's been on Earth. He can't answer basic questions because that's basically him. He has no power. He has no fame. He has no money, and he's out basically to get a job initially. That's what we're trying to find out. So we're here trying to figure out like what's going on, but we do see a glimpse of another character. There's like a Loki-like character who helped get him the apartment. It's a young character. We're not sure if it's a male or female. They said it could turn both ways. Of course, me seeing this character, the first thing I think is definitely Loki. So here we have Loki being involved, already starting to meddle with Thor. Again, and he doesn't even go by the name Thor here. He goes by the name of Sigurd Jarlston. So now he doesn't even go back to the name that's from the beginning of the stories. It's just a different story name. And if you know that this name has been used before, please feel free to say so in the comics. I have no problems with it. I just haven't read it, seen this name before. So this story, like I said, is a continuation of the Immortal Thor because Immortal, he's there now. Immortals die, quote unquote, can't really die, and he's basically brought back, but he's brought back with no memory. And it seems that he is on a quest to find out, bring magic back or bring back the power of the gods. After the destruction that occurred in the previous story. Here, like I said, his name is Sigurd Jarlsson, and he's looking for a job. And so he goes out to this construction job, and while he's there, he's being said, he just basically wants a construction job to pay his bills and stuff. He hears this guy saying, hey, you guys can take this job, we're going to give it to you, and that you guys are just going to go start working. But it seems as though they're being hired as strike breakers, basically. What does that mean? It means that there's a strike by some of the workers there, and they're hiring new workers to take their place. And so some of the workers are a little bit hesitant on doing this, but the bosses or the enforcer or whatever is like, no, kind of like intimidates them. It's like, you're going to do this, you're going to sign a contract, and you're going to come on and do this job. Thor, when they bring him up, he's like, nah, man, I'm not interested in this. I'm not interested. I just want a clean living. I don't want to be causing no problems. So, yo, bro, let me go. And of course, all the other workers start seeing this, and they're like, yo, we don't want to do this either, which makes the bosses say, yo, this is not cool. So they send their enforcers over to, make Thor understand what the truth is and what's going on. But he turns the tables on them and beats their living butts. But what's interesting is that, this comic, you see him using his hammer. He doesn't know it's magical, and he's just beating the living daylights out of people. There's blood splattered everywhere. I did not expect that. There you see he just like punched somebody in their face, and it's with the hammer, and you're like, yo, this is off the chain. They're taking a different tack. This is a bloody Thor that I haven't seen before in this. But then again, I haven't been following Thor as much as I used to. I thought some of the stories have not been the best of. There could be, the character has been turned to different parts. But I think in this particular story, I think Ewing has basically, he's opened our minds to see some new stuff. It's an interesting thing. It's different from what we've normally seen before with Thor. Going back to the Mortal Thor, we've seen like Rome, King Thor. We've seen, regular Thor. But this one going back to basically the lack of power and him on a quest to get back the power of the gods. That's pretty interesting. And right now, that's just what we know from the synopsis from Marvel. But right now, he's just trying to live his life, and we hope it works out well for him. And of course, we'll probably connect Midgard to Asgard once again, rebuild the bridge if that should happen here. So hey, if you like what you hear, give us a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Spinnerack out.